For the past 5 years and running, MBU business students scored in the top 13% nationwide on the business major field test. It's because of professors like Lieutenant Colonel Tracy Foster, who shares knowledge gained by unique experiences overseas and stateside. And it's due to students who are serious about their studies and are eager to go, serve, and lead wherever God sends them. Pursue your calling at Maranatha Baptist University.
Thank you for watching the MBU SaberCats Network. Thank you for watching the MBU SaberCats Network.
For aspiring scientists pursuing graduate or medical school, MBU provides an excellent start. It's because of professors like Dr. Marcos Garza Madrid, an MD whose PhD in biotechnology drives his passion for biotech and business development. And it's due to students who are focused on their futures and are eager to go, serve, and lead wherever God sends them. Pursue your calling at Maranatha Baptist University.
Thank you for watching the MBU SaberCats Network.
I'm Haley Hendricks. I'm studying physical education and health, and I'm from Newton, Kansas.
Trisha Wright, studying biblical counseling from Union Grove, Wisconsin.
I'm Claire Hansel. I'm a firefighter studying nursing from Watertown, Wisconsin.
Emma Cochran, studying interdisciplinary studies, Oconomowoc, Wisconsin.
Carly Johnson, I'm studying elementary education and I'm from Stevenson, Michigan.
Kelsey Johnson, I'm studying business management and I'm from Stevenson, Michigan.
Lex Butel, I'm studying early childhood education and I'm from Stevenson, Michigan.
Holly Schmucker, I'm a biology pre-med major and I'm from Phoenix, Arizona.
Nicole Verhalen, I'm studying biblical counseling and I'm from Wapaka, Wisconsin.
Katie Bender, I'm studying elementary education and I'm from Green Bay, Wisconsin.
I'm Harmony Bailey, I'm a digital media major and I'm from Rudyard, Michigan.
I'm Hannah Wells, I'm studying elementary education and I'm from Danville, Illinois.
I'm Maisie Aldridge, I'm studying physical education and health and I'm from Delavan, Wisconsin.
Thank you for watching the MBU SaberCats Network.
Good afternoon and welcome to the campus of Maranatha Baptist University in Watertown, Wisconsin. We're so glad you could join us this afternoon for today's broadcast of this NCAA Division III women's basketball game featuring the visiting Vikings of Bethany Lutheran College and the Maranatha Baptist University SaberCats. I want to as well wish you a Happy New Year. I know it's a little bit late, but this is our first broadcast of 2018, so just want to wish you a Happy New Year. Hope you've had a wonderful holiday season with your families and friends. Getting back to the game action for this afternoon, Vikings come into this one 11-4 on the season, and they are 3-1 already in 2018. So riding a lot of momentum coming into this contest. In their most recent outing on Wednesday, the Vikings dominated the Crown College Storm 77-45 in that UMAC conference game. Their key player this afternoon most likely will be Haley Sandin, poised to lead the Vikings on the offensive end. Once again, the junior out of Zimmerman, Minnesota, holds the record at Bethany for the quickest player to reach 1,000 career points, and she's looking to add to that total today. Meanwhile, the SaberCats on the other side of the court are riding some momentum themselves, 2-0 already in 2018 with a 6-point road win over the North Region opponents North Central, and then a 30-point victory over Illinois Institute of Technology 1 week ago. So an exciting matchup this afternoon, non-conference game between Maranatha Baptist University and Bethany Lutheran College. We are just about set for tip-off here, so to get things underway, we'll join the public address announcer for the national anthem and starting lineups.
NCAA and Maranatha Baptist University promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial or sexist comments, or other intimidating actions will not be tolerated. Furthermore, public intoxication or the possession or consumption of alcoholic beverages and tobacco products are all grounds for removal from the site of competition and other disciplinary actions. After all, Bethany Lutheran and Maranatha both hold many long-standing traditions, but poor sportsmanship is not one of them. Good afternoon. Welcome to the campus of Maranatha Baptist University and this NCAA Division III women's basketball matchup featuring the visiting Vikings of Bethany Lutheran College and your Maranatha Baptist University SaberCats. Please rise and remove your hats for a word of prayer. Following prayer, we will honor our country with a playing of the national anthem, meet the starters, and get this game going. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, thank you for the start of a new year for these home games. Thank you for the sport of basketball and for what it means to everybody in this gym. I pray that the athletes would compete with safety and with skill. The coaches and officials would make accurate decisions. And above all, Lord, I pray that everything we do in this gym this afternoon would bring honor and glory to you. In the name of your Son, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen. Now let's meet the starters, beginning with the visiting Vikings from Bethany Lutheran College. A junior guard, number 4, a freshman guard, number 10, Abby Olsen. A Freshman forward from 15, Hannah Geisfield. The Vikings are coached by Lyle Jones, assisted by Nicole Jones, Corey Wickham, and Andrew Lentz. Now let's meet the starters for your Maranatha Baptist University SaberCats. A sophomore forward from Stevenson, Michigan, number 12, Carly Johnson. Sophomore forward from Stevenson, Michigan, number 13, Kelsey Johnson. Senior forward from Watertown, Wisconsin, number 14, Lexi Buell. Senior guard from Green Bay, Wisconsin, number 25, Katie Bender. And a sophomore forward from Rudyard, Michigan, number 30, Harmony Bailey. The SaberCats are coached by Clayton Morrison in his 25th season, assisted by Ron Thompson with student managers Kelly Dyke, Ruth Tan, and Michaela Trail. The officials this afternoon are Eric Jones, Mark Sajowski, and Jeff Mazinski. Let's play basketball.
All right, we are all set for tip-off here in Watertown. Want to thank you for joining us. Just in case you missed those starting lineups, want to clarify for you. For the Vikings, it's Haley Sandine, Abby Olson, Brooke Henning, Dakota Ellingheisen, and Hannah Geistfield. And for the SaberCats, Carly Johnson, Kelsey Johnson, Alexis Buell, Katie Bender, and Harmony Bailey. Double touch there on the opening tip-off. SaberCat basketball. And it's Bender. Across to Johnson. Buell now, working at the top of the key. She leads the way offensively for the SaberCats this season, averaging 14.5 points a game. The senior. But her sisters are not far behind her. Both Carly and Kelsey Johnson able to contribute double-digit points in many games this season. Save on the offensive end. Bailey threw it behind her back to Johnson. Couldn't keep it. But it was last touched by the Vikings. It'll stay with the SaberCats, 24 to shoot. Into Buell. Back up top to Bender. Cross court. Johnson now. Working against Ellingheisen. Here's Buell working on Geisfeld. Bender. Bounce pass down low to Buell. She walked, retrieving that entry pass. Turnover to the Vikings. And here is Olsen now for the Vikings. A little matchup zone for the SaberCats looks like here. Here's Geisfeld. Back out to Sandine. Henning now. Low block, turns, can't get it to go. Johnson comes away with the rebound. Pushes the tempo. And a block called. So an early foul here on Haley Sandine. Mentioned earlier, she is the quickest player in Bethany Lutheran history to get to 1,000 points. Pretty impressive. And she is only a junior. Geisfeld cross court to Sandine. She would like to get some outside shots. Passes there. Here's Olsen. Geisfeld in the lane. Soft roll, but won't fall. And Ellingheisen saved it to Bender. Still no points. 2 minutes gone by here in the opening quarter from Watertown. Johnson to Bailey. Bender was wide open on the weak side, and Bailey just turned the wrong direction. Now Bailey. Buell, no. Olsen the board. Looking to push. Sandine pulls it back to Olsen. Olsen cross court to Sandine. Looking down low. Forced it into Henning. And Buell with the heads-up play. Here's Johnson on the break. Good defense. Vikings getting back, forcing Johnson to turn out. SaberCats will reset through Bender now. Buell almost stolen away. Johnson got herself in trouble in the lane, turned it over, and Sandy on the other end spins against Johnson, lays it up, can't get it to go, but a foul. So Kelsey Johnson picks up the foul, and Sandine almost was able to finish off balance. Gets the free throw to go. Sandine also leads, naturally she leads a lot of categories, offensively speaking, for the Vikings. But she gets almost 8 free throws a game and shoots it at 80% from the free throw line, so a rare miss there. So 1-0. Here's Hansel into the game for the SaberCats, as well as Aldrich. Viking defenders' hands really active. Shot blocked. Turnover. It stays with the Vikings, and Sandine on the break lays it up and lays it in. So great defense turning into easy offense for the Vikings. Buell back to Johnson. Aldrich looking for Hansel. Leaves it, now in trouble, and turns it over to Sandine. Vikings pick up the SaberCats full court just as Buell was getting into the front court. A timeout is called by Coach Morrison. It's a 20-second timeout. We'll be right back.
Thank you for watching the MBU SaberCats Network.
We're back live. Welcome back. SaberCat basketball out of the timeout. They trail by 5. Buell to the rack, gets it to go. Soft touch from Alexis Buell. The SaberCats score their first points. Much needed basket there for the senior. There's Sandine, cross court to Olsen. Now Ellingheisen finds Henning, who turns and fills it up with the left hand. Henning with her first points. More full court pressure from the Vikings. Henning slaps out of bounds. SaberCats struggling with ball protection here in the early going. Aldrich on the sideline into Johnson. Once again, active hands from the Vikings. And into the game for the Vikings, number 23, Scream. And number 3, Allie Carlson. Buell leaves for Hansel, blocked by Henning, but Hansel's there to pick up the loose ball and put it back in. Once again, Olsen pushing the tempo. Vikings really looking to get out on the break, even after a made basket. Johnson steals it away, but Screen able to get it back into Carlson. Sandine leaves for Henning, and a floater from Henning is good. Aldrich now on the wing for the SaberCats. Turns back. Buell in the corner. Working against Carlson. Back up top to Johnson. Aldrich on the wing. Runner in the lane. No good. Carlson the board. Olsen. Ahead to Screen. Good ball movement from the Vikings. Sandin an open look in the corner. No good. Hansel the weak side board and Johnson away. Throws it away to her sister and Sandin again on the break. Leans up, gets the contact, and earns herself more free throws. Foul is on Buelltel. So Sandin steps again to the free throw line with 2 more opportunities. First free throw good. So Sandin, 7 points already. She played just over 6 minutes here in the first quarter. And her offense is in full gear. Right on the wing, looking for Buelltel. Entry pass too much. And another turnover. The Vikings have brought a good defensive plan here today. And they are causing a lot of troubles for the SaberCats. See if they can sort that out. Sandin, Carlson in the lane, lobs it down low to Henning. Now Screen will hoist from the corner and fill it up. Nothing but net from Emily Screen. Sophomore out of Nicollet, Minnesota, gets her first shot attempt to fall. Bender throws it off of Olsen out of bounds. Bender's telling her teammates, somebody's got to get open here. Buelltel now double team, throws it away. Olsen now right past Aldridge. And Olsen lays it up and in. Quick 12-point lead for the Vikings. Hansel ahead to right. Pass a little bit off target, out of bounds. It'll be another turnover to the Vikings. And Johnson checks back in. Buelltel will take a seat. Bender picks up Olsen. In the lane, nice pass there from Sandin into Henning. Ball is moving too quickly for the SaberCat defenders right now. And they need to find a rhythm on the offensive end. Just 4 points with 2:18 to play in the first quarter. Shot clock down to 6. Right on the wing for 3. Shot won't fall. Olsen again for the Vikings. Sandin steps into a 14-footer, no good. Aldridge on the weak side, corrals the board. Wright was all alone. Good find from Aldridge. Back to a 12-point game. Screen eyed a 3-point attempt. Now Sandin picked up by Hansel. Henning with the left hand gets it to go and draws a foul. So it's the second personal on Kelsey Johnson. Got her on the body. And Henning with one free throw attempt, no good. Carlson's in there with a loose ball. Jumped. It'll stay with the Vikings on the possession arrow. And the Vikings with a chance for more on this trip. Sandin turns. Screen, dribble drive. Kicks to Olsen for 3. Short. Johnson the board. Knocks her teammate to the floor. She would not be denied that rebound. Johnson kicks to Bender. And Bender will reset. Aldridge at the top. Now Johnson lobs it into her sister and taken away by Sandine. Olsen drives, lays it up off the glass and in. Bender dribbles out of pressure. Bailey pops for 16-foot jumper, won't go. The rebound Carlson leaves for Sandine. Now screen in the corner, she likes that spot. And almost knocks in another three-pointer. Olsen takes it away from Johnson on the weak side. Six to shoot. Bender's tied up. It'll stay with the SaberCats. 5.3 to shoot. 5.3 left here in the opening quarter. Into the game for the Vikings, number 33, Natasha Young, as well as back in is Hannah Geisfeld. Carlson will sit down. Henning will sit down. Johnson triggers in, throws it backside for Bender. Still 3 seconds. Screen, dribbles, stops, shoots, and fills it up. And the basket is good. We'll go to the quarter break with the Vikings leading by 20. We'll be right back.
For the past 5 years and running, MBU business students scored in the top 13% nationwide on the business major field test. It's because of professors like Lieutenant Colonel Tracy Foster, who shares knowledge gained by unique experiences overseas and stateside. And it's due to students who are serious about their studies and are eager to go, serve, and lead wherever God sends them. Pursue your calling at Maranatha Baptist University.
Thank you for watching the MBU SaberCats Network.
Welcome back to Watertown, where the Vikings are out to a 20-point lead as we start the second quarter. So SaberCats looking for some answers here. Harmony Bailey's checked back into the game along with Alexis Buelltelt. Johnson, and Bender on the floor for the SaberCats. Johnson ahead to Bender. Not quite enough on it to lead her all the way to the basket, but Bender's able to keep the basketball. And the SaberCats on offense. Johnson looking for somebody to cut. 10 to shoot. Bender on the baseline. Floats it to Johnson. Buelltelt, baseline drive. Shot it from almost behind the backboard. Couldn't get it to go, but a foul on the loose ball. It's called on Emily Screen, her first. And team's second foul. Bender, corner three, off the back iron, no good. And Sandine comes away with it. Screen, another three-point attempt, no good. Buelltelt up for the board. Bender to Bailey, double teamed and fouled as she tried to step through the defenders. Foul is called on Natasha Young, number 33. That is her first. Johnson into Buell, and she is fouled on the shot attempt. So that is Screen's second foul and the team third. And Buell will step to the line shooting 2. Into the game for the Vikings, Emily Gustine, freshman out of Norwood Young America, Minnesota. Second free throw short from Alexis Buell. And Sandine again on the break, goes to the basket, draws contact. Couldn't finish, but she'll shoot more free throws. And it was Bender with the contact. Picks up her first foul. Sandine unable to really find it from the free throw line this afternoon. It's uncharacteristic for her. That's more like it. Back to a 20-point game. 8:35 to play here in the first half. Bender to Johnson. Gets it across the timeline. Cross court to her sister. Johnson out to Bender. Drives behind Buell, leaves on the pick and roll, and gets it to go. Pick and pop, really. Buell from the corner of the lane, knocks it down. Geistfeld controls the loose ball. Out to Gustine. Geistfeld swatted away, taken away by Buell. And then Sandine almost did it right back. Aldridge back in for Bailey. And then Aldridge and Bender not on the same page. Aldridge throws it out of bounds. Sandine. Cross court. Gustine way short on the three-point attempt. A loose ball falls to Sandine, leaves for Geistfeld, and it's good. Full court pressure, causing problems for the SaberCat offense. Here's Johnson now. Leaves for Buell, shot fake, baseline floater, no. Screen the rebound, and dribbles out of pressure. Another three-point attempt. This time a lot closer from Gustine, but still won't fall. Sandine in the lane, up and in. Johnson to Aldridge. Ahead to Johnson. She leaves for Aldridge. And then Aldridge walked in the corner. So into the game comes Wright and Hansel for the SaberCats. For the Vikings, Dakota Ellingheisen back in as Natasha Young takes a seat. Head coach Lyle Jones for the Vikings sticking to his rotations here. And Sandine hasn't come off the court yet. A timeout called by the officials. It looked like Alexis Buell took a shot to the throat. So it'll stay with the Vikings. Butel fighting through it. Screen to Sandin. Down low to Geisfeld. And an offensive foul is called on Geisfeld. Pushed her in the back. She had position too, so not a good play there from Geisfeld. But her team still leads by double digits. 20-point game as Johnson gets to the cup. Sandin, cross court. And then back to Sandin. Entry pass again for Geisfeld, not able to find her. And Johnson switches it to Bender. Here's Johnson, Butel from her sister Johnson. 2 quick baskets for the SaberCats. Gustine, Geisfeld in the lane, rises up and fills it up. Johnson cross court to Bender. Throws it behind Hansel. And Sandin has to try to save it and does so off of Johnson. Heads up play from Sandin. Into the game for the Vikings. Back into the game, Brooke Henning. And for the first time, Madeline Thompson, number 41. Gustine left all alone. And Henning on the weak side collects the board and finishes with the left hand once again. Bender calls out the plays for the SaberCats. Here's Wright looking for Hansel. Couldn't seal off the defender. But Henning slapped it out of bounds. It'll stay with the SaberCats on the baseline. 17 to shoot. Bender looking for options. Johnson to right. Finds a cutting. Bender leans underneath the defenders. Gets it to go off glass. Sandin into Henning. Now screen. Down low to Henning. And Thompson with her first look, no good. Back to screen. SaberCats cannot clear the defensive board. Sandin for 3 in the corner is good. .23 game, 3:35 to play in the first half. Foul is called on Thompson, Madeline. Her first, team 5th, so Butel will step to the line with free throws. Hansel sits down as Wells checks into the game. Butel gets the first free throw to go. Second free throw rattles out. Viking basketball. Gustine. Henning. Top of the lane. At the free throw. Jumper won't go. 2 SaberCats fighting for the rebound. And it falls to Sandin. Here's Henning. Sandin again. Head fake. Gets into the lane. Back out to Henning. She will put up a 3-point attempt. Falls to screen. And Butel finally able to corral the defensive board for the SaberCats. Bender behind the Wells screen. Gets it to go. A timeout is called by head coach Lyle Jones for the Vikings. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back.
Thank you for watching the MBU SaberCats Network.
Just over 2.5 minutes to play in the first half. Here in Watertown, it's the Vikings leading by 20. And Henning knocks through a jumper from the free throw line. Vikings sticking with what got them here, picking the SaberCats up at least at three-quarter court with pressure. The SaberCats unable to really get into their offensive sets until halfway through the shot clock. And it's leading to turnovers just like that one right there. The frustration mounts for head coach Morrison of the SaberCats. Henning. Cross court to screen. Wright pulls down the rebound. And Johnson now for the SaberCats. Picked up her dribble, looking for help, finds it through Bender. Now Wells working low block. Back to Wright, she'll pop for three. Won't go, Buell all alone, gets the rebound and puts it back in. Ball out of bounds will stay with the Vikings. On the wing, Olsen for three, too long, but came in and got her own rebound. And that right there is an example of what happens sometimes when you follow your shot. Olsen puts it up and in from the free throw line. Two for two. So Olsen able to cash in on the opportunity. Wright leads Bender into traffic. Ahead to Wells, couldn't quite get the handle on it. Buell on the weak side pulls it down. It'll stay with the SaberCats as Bender resets. Wells, top of the key. Johnson. 8 to shoot. Buell from the baseline gets it to go. Henning working against Wright. Now Olsen. Olsen gets past Wells. Off glass. Does not fall. Buell called for the block. So Buell picks up her third foul as Olsen knocks in the first free throw. Coach Moe will have to go to his bench and seat Alexis Buell. Free throw once again good from Olsen. She's 4 for 4 in her last 2 trips. 15 seconds now. SaberCats being doubled up by the Vikings. Johnson tips it to her sister. Three-point attempt. Spins around and falls for Johnson. Shot at the buzzer from Olsen. No good. So that is how we will go to the break here in Watertown. Vikings looking rather unstoppable this afternoon. They have 44 in the first half and no signs of letting up. We'll see what the SaberCats can do to make adjustments in the locker room at halftime, as well as see what the Vikings have in store for us as we come back from the break. Once again, I want to thank you for joining us. We'll be back in about 15 minutes to bring you second half action live from Watertown, Wisconsin, and the campus of Maranatha Baptist University.
For the past 5 years and running, MBU business students scored in the top 13% nationwide on the business major field test. It's because of professors like Lieutenant Colonel Tracy Foster, who shares knowledge gained by unique experiences overseas and stateside. And it's due to students who are serious about their studies and are eager to go, serve, and lead wherever God sends them. Pursue your calling at Maranatha Baptist University.
Thank you for watching the MBU SaberCats Network. Thank you for watching the MBU SaberCats Network. Thank you for watching the MBU SaberCats Network. Thank you for watching the MBU SaberCats Network.
For aspiring scientists pursuing graduate or medical school, MBU provides an excellent start. It's because of professors like Dr. Marcos Garza Madrid, an MD whose PhD in biotechnology drives his passion for biotech and business development. And it's due to students who are focused on their futures and are eager to go, serve, and lead wherever God sends them. Pursue your calling at Maranatha Baptist University.
Thank you for watching the MBU SaberCats Network.
I'm Haley Hendricks. I'm studying physical education and health, and I'm from Newton, Kansas.
Trisha Wright, studying biblical counseling from Union Grove, Wisconsin.
I'm Claire Hansel. I'm a firefighter studying nursing from Watertown, Wisconsin.
Emma Cochran, studying interdisciplinary studies, Oconomowoc, Wisconsin.
Carly Johnson, I'm studying elementary education and I'm from Stevenson, Michigan.
Kelsey Johnson, I'm studying business management and I'm from Stevenson, Michigan.
Lex Butel, I'm studying early childhood education and I'm from Stevenson, Michigan.
Holly Schmucker, I'm a biology pre-med major and I'm from Phoenix, Arizona.
Nicole Verhalen, I'm studying biblical counseling and I'm from Wapaka, Wisconsin.
Katie Bender, I'm studying elementary education and I'm from Green Bay, Wisconsin.
I'm Harmony Bailey, I'm a digital media major and I'm from Rudyard, Michigan.
I'm Hannah Wells, I'm studying elementary education and I'm from Danville, Illinois.
I'm Maisie Aldridge. I'm studying physical education and health, and I'm from Delavan, Wisconsin.
Thank you for watching the MBU SaberCats Network.
And please stay connected with State Cast throughout the season by following me on social media. State Cast on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And on the web at NBUSabercast.com. Use the hashtag SmileStrong to show your support on social media.
Welcome back to Watertown, Wisconsin, the campus of Maranatha Baptist University. Second half action set to get underway here. SaberCats trail by a score of 44-25. The Vikings with an impressive offensive performance in the first half as well. You must say a lot of credit to them on the defensive end with active hands, disrupting the tempo and the timing of a lot of the SaberCat offense. It was an all-around great first half effort, I would say, from the Vikings. I'm sure head coach Lyle Jones probably has some adjustments he wants to make, but not a lot to complain about when you're leading by 19 on the road at halftime. Johnson turns into a three-pointer and gets it to go on the wing. SaberCats need some stops and need some buckets, and that certainly started them on the right foot. Sandine, cross-court to Olsen, steps inside Bender, bounces it down low. Here's Geisfeld, turns in the lane, was foul on the attempt, and will shoot free throws. Foul is on Kelsey Johnson, her third. So some key players for the SaberCats in a little bit of foul trouble. Kelsey Johnson with 3. Alexis Buelltel also has 3 fouls. And the only other SaberCat with a foul is Katie Bender. She only has 1, so Johnson steps behind Buell-Tell. Almost taken away by Henning. Johnson's able to recover. Now Bender down low to Bailey. Leans up, can't get it to go. Great defense there from Dakota Ellingheisen. And Olsen. Henning. Ellingheisen back to Henning. 18-footer off the back iron. Johnson gets the rebound. Bender, Olsen all over her. Has swatted it off of Bender, out of bounds. That has been the story this afternoon. Viking defenders' hands have been causing many frustrations for the SaberCats. Sandin to Henning. Olsen down low. Sandin now for three. Short. Ball is tipped out of bounds off Buell-Tell. It'll stay with the Vikings. Henning hands it off to Sandin. Now to Henning. Three-point attempt is long, and Olsen's in there, but she walked on her way to the basket. It's a good call from the official. She pivoted twice. Bender. Again, Olsen gets a tip on that ball. Falls kindly to Johnson. Now Bender on the wing has a chance for a three-point attempt. No. Long, but Hansel the board leaves for Buell-Tell. And Johnson at the elbow knocks it down. Carly Johnson getting in on the action. Sandin dribbles in the lane, and all the defenders run away. Expecting some help, I would guess, but seemed that the Red Sea was parting there for Sandin as she drove to the basket. 18-point lead for the Vikings, looking for more. Sandin leaves for Olsen. Lost the handle, saves it perfectly to Henning. Can't get a three-point attempt to go. And what an athletic play from Olsen. Falling out of bounds. Throws it right in stride to Henning. Hansel bounces it into Johnson, blocked by Henning. They'll stay with the SaberCats on the baseline. Geisfeld and Ellingheisen will take a seat on the Viking bench. Into the game, Allie Carlson and Emily Screen. Loose ball. Screen comes up with it. Hit the official. But he is just really a part of the floor by the rules of the basketball. And over the back will be called. So Carlson picks up the foul. Aldridge checks in. And Bender will take a seat for the SaberCats. You got to say, the SaberCats have basically kept pace with the Vikings since that dreadful first quarter. It's hung around that 14 to 25-ish point lead for the Vikings. But they were ahead by 20 after one. So SaberCats have picked up the pace. Ball is tied up. Underneath, Hansel and Carlson were fighting for it. Possession arrow favors the Vikings. So a turnover. Here's Olsen now. Across the screen. Carlson's working the baseline. Nobody looking for her. Henning turns to the top of the key and fills it up. Aldridge, cross court, Somehow Johnson saves it to her sister. Fouled on the shot attempt, can't get it to go. Henning with the foul. So Johnson, 2 free throw attempts. First one good. Two for two, Kelsey Johnson from the free throw line. Back to an 18-point game. Screen, back out to Sandine. Henning, fading away off glass, no good. Buelltel grabs the board. Kelsey, out to Aldrich. Happy feet once again from Maisie Aldrich. Another turnover for the SaberCats. Sandine, dribble drive. Olsen back to Henning. Olsen get the board, but loose ball, and Aldrich comes away with it. Spins in the lane, no good. Buelltel on the weak side corrals the loose ball and will shoot free throws. First free throw right down the middle for Alexis Buelltel, the senior, out of Watertown, Wisconsin. Originally from Stevenson, Michigan. Long on the second attempt. Olsen able to come away with the loose ball. Leaves for Henning. Sidesteps the defender. Athleticism being shown there by both Olsen and Henning. Agility and strength. Buelltel can't get it to go. Screen. Comes away with the basketball. And here's Olsen. Shot attempt is good for the Vikings. Back up by 21. Aldridge on the wing for three. No. Hansel on the weak side. Working hard for that rebound. On the possession arrow, it will stay with the SaberCats. Good hustle there from Hansel. Young checks back in for the Vikings. And number 20 as well into the game for the Vikings for the first time. Sishaneder. I apologize if I am butchering that last name. Did not get that on the pronunciation chart. And Taggart into the game as well for the first time for the Vikings. Sandine, runner in the lane is good. Johnson was fouled. And the SaberCats are in the bonus while the clock continues to run. A timeout called. It's a 30-second timeout by head coach Lyle Jones. We'll be back shortly.
Thank you for watching the MBU SaberCats Network.
Kelsey Johnson steps to the free throw line. SaberCats will be in the bonus for the remainder of the third quarter. Free throw no good from Johnson.
Live stats are back up.
Harmony Bailey has checked in for the SaberCats. Second free throw spins around and down for Johnson. Stolen away by Bailey. On the break, Sandine chasing. Bailey takes it to the cup, but traveled, couldn't corral the ball. Good hustle there from Sandine to chase her down, apply the pressure, cause a turnover. Young working against Buell. Taggart to Olsen, now to Sandine. Drives past Bailey, floater won't go. Ball out of bounds, last touched by the Vikings. And once again, that full court press being shown by the Vikings. Johnson throws it ahead to her sister. Down low to Bailey. Layup attempt will not go, and Young gets the loose ball. Sandine in the lane. Another block called on Buell. So Sandine with 2 free throw attempts. She now has 18 points on the afternoon. And 6 of 8 from the free throw line, so she's reached her season average of 8 free throw attempts per game. And now with 19 points, as Buell knocks in her layup. She's got 17 to lead the SaberCats. Sandine left it, but traveled. Buell and Bailey sit down for the SaberCats. Bender back into the game and immediately turns it over to Sandine. Fade away, no good, and then Sandine fouls. Looks like a frustration foul as she missed the shot. And Bender will shoot 2. It's the second foul on Sandine, so she's not in any trouble yet. This is a glorious opportunity for the SaberCats just to climb back into the game from the free throw line as Carly Johnson knocks down the free throw and has her 3rd points. Make that 4 points on the afternoon. Sandine kicked by Bender. Olsen now for the Vikings. Sandine took her eyes off of it. Turnover. SaberCat basketball, and the Vikings once again picking up full court. Bender to Johnson. Throws it away. Sandine read it all the way. Now 3-on-2 the other direction. Olsen, 3-point attempt right through the middle, and a foul is called. So the basket will count, but then Young came in late and fouled Bender. So Bender will shoot free throws. And is short from the free throw line. It's her first attempts of the afternoon. And second attempt is good from Bender. Olsen, Taggart. Johnson got a hand on it, but could not wrestle it away. Sandin to Olsen. Off the backboard and in. Bender threw it right into the defender's hands. Sandin, 18-footer. Nope. Young can't get the loose ball on the weak side, and it's SaberCat basketball again. 1 minute and 9 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Hannah Wells checks in as Bender takes a seat, and Emily Gustine in as Sandin sits down for the very first time this afternoon. Young will also sit down as Madeline Thompson is back into the game. Aldrich leaves for Hansel on the weak side. Layup up and in from Hansel. Vikings dribble drive. Continuation. So Colby Taggart gets the contact and finishes. She's got the chance for an old-fashioned three-point play here from the free throw line. No good. Johnson the rebound. But Taggart connecting on her first shot attempt of the afternoon. Here's Johnson. Sidestepping defenders. Going to the basket. And a blocking foul is called. I believe it's going to be on... Nope. Thought it would be on Thompson, but it is on Taggart. So got Taggart catching up from behind. Kelsey Johnson knocks through the first free throw. She's got 12 points on the afternoon. Make it 13. And she's shooting it 5 of 7. Excuse me, 6. No. Yes. 5 of 6 from the free throw line is Kelsey Johnson. Another turnover. Still a 20-point game. Aldrich to Johnson. Johnson almost threw it away. Kelsey Johnson, the drive, can't get the layup to go. Vikings can hold for the last shot. Olsen. Wells read the pass. Slapped out of bounds. Olsen now. Taggart for 3. Missed entirely. And ball out of bounds goes to the SaberCats. 4 seconds. And you think the Vikings want to pick them up full court here to delay any shot attempt. Here's Johnson, throws it back to her sister. And a full court attempt is no good. Three-quarter court attempt is no good from Kelsey Johnson. So that's how we will go to the fourth quarter. It's 45-65, 20-point game. We'll be back shortly.
Thank you for watching the MBU SaberCats Network.
Are you looking for something to do? Come into Watertown Bowl 18 or Watertown Bowl North and enjoy our friendly, courteous service along with a clean family atmosphere. Our family-operated business strives to give you, your family, and friends a pleasant experience each and every time you visit. Check out our website at watertownbowl.com for hours of operation and for weekly specials. Copeland Excavating wishes the SaberCats the best of luck. Call Copeland Excavating for all your excavating needs. For pickup or delivery, Copeland Excavating offers crushed limestone, fill dirt, screened topsoil, sand, mulch, and landscape stone. They are also a dealer for county materials, which includes paver and retaining wall blocks. Let Copeland Excavating... Welcome back to the campus of Maranatha Baptist University. Fourth quarter action underway in this non-conference NCAA Division III matchup. Vikings enjoying this 20-point cushion for most of this afternoon's contest. And Olsen knocks through another three-pointer. Wells to Johnson. Johnson to Hansel, now Bender. Taggart does well to stay in front of her. And Hansel's called for 3 seconds in the key. Another turnover. Olsen leaves for Taggart. Gustine. Sishoneater walked, and the team's trading turnovers. Devlamic into the game, number 32 for the Vikings, seeing her first action of the afternoon. Johnson, no. Bender slapped the pass out of bounds. It'll stay with the Vikings. Thompson into Olsen. 8:45 to play. Vikings by 23. Thompson. Olsen working against Bender. Finds a cutting Thompson. Not enough air on the shot. And Johnson comes away with it. Bender now. Trying to find Hansel working that low post. Entry pass. Not accurate enough. Sandine checks back into the game. Taggart takes a seat. Good minutes for Colby Taggart, the junior, out of Winter, South Dakota. Thompson turns to the top of the key. Her shot no good. Johnson up for the rebound. SaberCats have numbers momentarily. Bender goes to the basket, draws the contact, and she'll shoot free throws. First free throw attempt for Katie Bender is good. Bender now with 6 points on the afternoon. Excuse me, 7 points on the afternoon. Thompson looking down low. In the corner is Gustine for three. No. Olsen up for the rebound. Stepped out of bounds trying to save it to Sandine. It'll be SaberCat basketball. Just hasn't been much ebb and flow to this game since the initial run of the Vikings in the early stages of the first quarter. As Wells underneath gets fouled on her shot attempt. But it has basically been just steady pressure from the Vikings that has kept them comfortably ahead. Wells knocks in her first free throw on her first attempt of the afternoon. Second free throw rattles out for the junior out of Danville, Illinois. Sandine cross court to Olsen. Devlamink goes to the basket, gets fouled in the process. So it is Hansel called for the foul. It's her first foul, actually, of the afternoon. And Devlamick cannot connect on the first free throw attempt. Young in for the board. Olsen for three. No. Sandine the rebound. Threw it into traffic. Got it back. Leaves again for Devlamick, who gets it to go off glass. Johnson steps into her baseline jumper, no good. Young saves it. Behind the back. Now Olsen on the break. Good passing from the Vikings. Efficient break once again. It is 72-48. 24-point lead for the Vikings. Johnson. Johnson forced it inside once again. Hansel wasn't ready. Inside is Young. She's fouled. By Carly Johnson. It's her first foul as well, as Young shoots two from the free throw line. No good. Her first attempt of the afternoon. The freshman forward out of Nicollet, Minnesota. Gets her first point. Vikings by 25. Johnson. Bender. She'll pop for three. Way long. Gustine the rebound. Ahead to Sandine. Down low to Young. Zipped in pass from Sandine. Young could not regain her balance on her way to the basket. Johnson now into Buell-Tell. Stays with the SaberCats off of the Vikings. Bender down low in all kinds of traffic. So Devlamick called for her first foul. On a hold. And then Olsen and Buell-Tell jump ball. Possession arrow still favors the SaberCats. So we'll try once more. From the baseline, Johnson into Bender. Buell-Tell steps inside, lays it off the glass and in. Devlamick inside, off glass, gets her layup to go. Buell-Tell went for the steal, and Devlamick was able to make her pay. Bender to right, looking for Bailey. Baseline jumper from Bailey, no good, but Buell-Tell is there. Can't get the layup to go, but she was fouled in the process of shooting. Two free throws for Alexis Buell-Tell. Good. Thompson checks into the game as Natasha Young will sit down. 4:17 to play in this one. And Buell gets the second free throw to go as well. 75-52. Vikings ahead by 23. We'll be back after this timeout.
Thank you for watching the MBU SaberCats Network.
It's been one-way traffic this afternoon here in Watertown. Vikings jumping out to an early lead. They have not looked back. And looking to put the finishing touches on this road victory to improve their 2018 record to 4-1. They have been cruising since the break. Bender comes away with a loose ball, takes it to the basket, swatted by Olsen. And she has been a menace defensively for the SaberCats, or for the Vikings, causing troubles for the SaberCats all afternoon. She will take a seat, as does Sandine. And into the game for the first time this afternoon, Elizabeth Davis and number 34, Allie Carnup. Basket's good for the SaberCats. And Davis now seeing her first action of the afternoon for the Vikings. DeVlamink. The bank is open. Johnson inside to Buell. Layup no good. Again, in all kinds of traffic, is fouled. It's Thompson again with the foul. It's her third. And the SaberCats once again will shoot free throws for the remainder of the game. Buell now 5 of 10 from the free throw line in the afternoon, just 50% below her season average. But she does lead the SaberCats offensively. 21 points on 8 of 15 shooting from the field. Another loose ball falls to the SaberCats. Wright will shoot a three-point attempt and knock it through. Trisha Wright with her first points, her 5th point of the game. DeVlamink cross court to Davis, working against Bailey. Leaves for DeVlamink, good wraparound pass. DeVlamink can't get it to go, and Bailey away with the rebound. DeVlamink fouled her. Bailey no good from the free throw line. Her first attempts this afternoon for the sophomore out of Rudyard, Michigan. Second one is good though. Bailey splits them. SaberCats cut it inside 20 once again. DeVlamink cross court. Buell working for the ball and is able to secure as the Vikings knock it out of bounds. Aldridge into the game for Kelsey Johnson, as well as Schmucker, seeing her first action of the afternoon. And Haley Hendricks, number 3, into the game. Sophomore out of Newton, Kansas, seeing her first action of the afternoon as well. Right on the wing. Hendricks. Cross court to Aldridge. Schmucker. Buell in the lane. Drives. Is fouled. Will shoot two more free throws as Carnup picks up the foul. Timeout is called on the floor. And with 1 minute and 47 seconds remaining, we'll be right back.
Thank you for watching the MBU SaberCats Network.
.22 points now for Alexis Buell. She leads all scorers this afternoon. A lane violation to complete the stat sheet for Alexis Buell. 18-point game, 1:43 to play. Vikings looking to put the finishing touches as Carnup walked. Aldridge now for the SaberCats. Right for 3, no. Carnup the board. And Davis now pushing the tempo for the Vikings. Down low to Thompson, working against Buell. Thompson picked up her pivot foot. Head coach Lyle Jones scratching his forehead in dismay. But can't be too upset with the performance this afternoon. Once again, just to recap for you, it has been relatively uncompetitive this afternoon as the Vikings have enjoyed a 20-point cushion for most of the game. So more free throws as Haley Hendricks steps to the line. Her first opportunities for points this afternoon. No good on the first attempt. By the way, that foul, last foul, was on Madeline Thompson. It is her 4th. Second attempt from Hendricks, no good. Carnup the rebound. Hands to Davis. And Davis now blowing past defenders. Carnup. 3-point attempt, no good. Davis took it away from Hendricks. And DeVlamink gets her 8th points of the afternoon off the bench. Right for 3, no. Davis ahead to Gustine. lays it up and lays it in. The Vikings have 81 points. Now with 7 seconds, right to Buell-Tell. Buell-Tell, baseline jumper, up, no good. And the Vikings finish this one, 22-point victory, 81-59. A comprehensive win for the visiting Vikings of Bethany Lutheran College. And some questions to be answered for the SaberCats as they will look to rebound heading into the 2018 finish of their season. I want to thank you for joining us this afternoon as we have brought you this live broadcast of NCAA Division III women's basketball here on the campus of Maranatha Baptist University. Feel free to stick around. We'll be bringing you the men's game, also facing off against Bethany Lutheran College in just about a half hour. But if you're going to be signing off, we want to say thanks for joining us and have a great day.